these chilli plants here, which they've all done really well. I've had loads of chilies off each and every plant. What I've done is, it looks horrendous, I know, but I do quite a bit of painting at work, so all these paint tins I've been keeping. I know it's a bit manky, but I've filled that with water, and what I've done, when I was planting these up, that's an old tea towel that I cut into strips, and I fed it, most of you probably know about this anyway, but I fed it underneath the pot there, and close to the roots as I can, and then I've put the plant in with a load of compost, so that is next to the root of the plant, and then that just drops inside there, and through capillary action that just keeps it well watered, and I can leave it. I don't need to worry about that at all. And all through the summer that's been growing nicely. I've never ever had to fill it, put any water in from this top bit here. And if I just take, I mean, I know you can't see, but I mean that is still damp under there. And then what I've done, I've had a load of old socks, been keeping all those, so next year I can just use those. But I'm always sort of trying to think of ways of improving the growing of them all. I mean, that one there, again, that's another chilli plant which I've had inside that makeshift greenhouse. I know there's loads of videos on YouTube about self-watering systems, but this is just a cheap and cheerful adaptation of that idea, which I've found to be really useful. I suppose you could use it with anything. Even the tomato plants they're all looking horrendous at the moment, but I don't know whether you can see the contrasting colour there, but it's very dark when my finger is there as opposed to the outside. And that, again, look, if I just, sorry, I'm trying to do it one-handed. I mean, that is just solid with, you know, it's damp and it's full of roots. The root system's pretty good, and all that is I've exactly the same system there, and they're just stood on a couple of bricks. Those pots I've placed on a couple of, I'm finding it quite hard to do, on a couple of bricks there, and then the wick, if you like, is just resting in the water. And then when I have been feeding them, I've just been putting the feed in the top, and just leaving it. I mean, it looks a right mess now, but trust me, that has produced so much food, it's unbelievable. So obviously all I want to do now is do a similar system to this on a bigger scale, and then hopefully that'll work a treat. But yeah, any container will do, and that's it. Alright guys, cheers, bye. Hope somebody finds it helpful.